Hello everyone and welcome to our Lead Auditor Training Program for ISO 27001. I am thrilled to have each of you here as we embark on a journey to delve into the intricate world of information security management. Today's session is not just about learning, it's about empowering you to become leaders in ensuring the robustness of information security within your organizations. In today's digital age, where information is the lifeblood of organizations, the need for a systematic and effective approach to information security cannot be overstated. ISO 27001, the International Standard for Information Security Management Systems, ISMS, provides a structured framework to safeguard the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. This training program is designed to equip you with the skills and knowledge needed to lead audits and contribute significantly to the implementation and continual improvement of ISO 27001 in your organizations. Importance of information security. Information is an invaluable asset and its protection is a shared responsibility. Information breaches can have several consequences, ranging from financial losses and reputational damage to legal ramifications. ISO 27001 is not just a set of guidelines, it's a strategic approach to managing and mitigating information security risks. As lead auditors, you play a pivotal role in ensuring that organizations adhere to these standards, fostering a secure environment for sensitive information. To embark on our journey, let's start by understanding the fundamentals of ISO 27001. This standard is not just a piece of paper. It's a comprehensive approach to information security. ISO 27001 provides a framework for identifying, managing, and mitigating information security risks. It's a dynamic tool that adapts to the evolving threat landscape and helps organizations stay ahead in the realm of information security. Core elements and structure. At the heart of ISO 27001 lies a set of core elements and a well-defined structure. The standard follows the Plan, Do, Check, Act (PDCA) cycle, providing a systematic approach to continual improvement. Key elements include the information security policy, risk assessment, statement of applicability, and the implementation of Annex A Controls. Understanding this structure is vital for effective implementation and auditing. Risk-based approach. One of the cornerstones of ISO 27001 is its risk-based approach. Information security is not a one-size-fits-all concept, and ISO 27001 recognizes this by emphasizing a tailored and risk-based approach to managing security. The risk assessment process is a linchpin in this approach, helping organizations identify, assess, and prioritize risks to their information assets. Annex A Controls. As we dive deeper into ISO 27001, Annex A becomes a crucial aspect. Annex A contains a comprehensive set of controls that organizations can implement to address various aspects of information security. From access control to cryptography, from physical security to incident management, these controls provide a holistic framework for securing information assets. Understanding the context of the organization. Moving beyond the technicalities, ISO 27001 encourages organizations to look outward and inward. Understanding the context of the organization involves identifying external and internal factors that can impact the ISMS. It's about recognizing the needs and expectations of interested parties and aligning the ISMS with the organization's strategic direction. Leadership and governance. The success of any ISMS depends on the commitment of leadership. ISO 27001 places a significant emphasis on leadership and governance. Leaders must not only endorse the implementation of the ISMS but actively champion it. Establishing an effective governance structure ensures that information security is integrated into the organization's overall management system. Before we delve into our second module, let's briefly recap what we have covered so far. In Module 1, we explored the core elements of ISO 27001, the risk-based approach, and the significance of understanding the context of the organization. We also touched on the critical roles of leadership and governance. Now, in Module 2, we'll move on to the practical aspects of planning and implementing an information security management system. Risk assessment and treatment. Central to the success of ISO 27001 is the effective management of information security risks. Risk assessment is not a mere checkbox exercise, it's a strategic process. It involves identifying, evaluating, and prioritizing risks to information assets. By understanding potential threats and vulnerabilities, organizations can make informed decisions about how to treat these risks. Risk treatment is about selecting and applying measures to modify risks to an acceptable level. This might involve implementing security controls, transferring the risk, or even accepting certain risk based on a well-informed decision-making process. Remember, risk management is an ongoing activity, adapting to the changing threat landscape and the evolving nature of information assets. Implementing and maintaining an effective ISMS requires adequate resources and skilled personnel. In this context, resources extend beyond financial aspects to include human resources, technology, and time. It's about ensuring that the organization allocates what's necessary for the ISMS to thrive. Competence is equally critical. People are at the heart of information security. They design, implement, and operate security controls. Ensuring that personnel have the necessary skills and knowledge is paramount. This involves training programs, awareness initiatives, and maintaining a culture that values information security competence. Documentation and documented information. While ISO 27001 is flexible, it's not without structure. Documentation plays a crucial role in ensuring that the ISMS is well defined and understood. This includes the information security policy, risk assessment reports, and procedures for implementing controls. Documented information serves as evidence of conformance and is an invaluable resource for audit purposes. However, effective documentation doesn't mean drowning in paperwork. ISO 27001 encourages a pragmatic and risk-based approach to documentation. The focus should be on quality, relevance, and ensuring that documented information serves its intended purpose. This approach not only aligns with the principles of ISO 27001 but also promotes efficiency in managing the ISMS. Monitoring, measurement, analysis, and evaluation. As we transition into our third module, let's reflect on what we covered in Module 2. We explored the practical aspects of planning and implementing an ISMS, delving into risk assessment and treatment, the importance of resources and competence, and the role of documentation. Now, in Module 3, we'll shift our focus to the critical processes of monitoring, measurement, analysis, and evaluation within an ISMS. Performance monitoring and measurement. Ensuring the ongoing effectiveness of an ISMS requires a systematic approach to performance monitoring and measurement. This involves establishing metrics and indicators that provide insights into how well the ISMS is performing. Monitoring should cover various aspects, including the implementation of security controls, incident response times, and the overall resilience of the information security framework. As we know, what gets measured gets managed. Metrics enable organizations to track progress, identify trends, and make informed decisions. Establishing key performance indicators aligned with organizational objectives ensure that the ISMS remains a dynamic and integral part of business operations. Internal auditing. The role of internal auditing is pivotal in verifying the effectiveness of an ISMS. Internal audits are not just about compliance, they are an opportunity to assess whether the ISMS aligns with the organization's strategic objectives and whether it's achieving its intended outcomes. Conducting internal audits involves a systematic and objective evaluation of the ISMS against the requirements of ISO 27001. Internal auditors play a crucial role in bringing an independent perspective to the assessment. They examine evidence, interview personnel, and assess the performance of the ISMS. Internal audits not only identify areas for improvement, but also contribute to a culture of continual improvement within the organization. Management review. The management review process serves as a strategic checkpoint for the ISMS. It involves top management assessing the performance of the ISMS, reviewing audit results, and making informed decisions about its ongoing suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness. The management review process aligns with the PDCA cycle, ensuring that the ISMS remains a dynamic and responsive framework. During management reviews, top management evaluates the need for changes to the ISMS based on internal and external factors. This process is not just a formality, it's an opportunity for leadership to demonstrate its commitment to information security and foster a culture of continual improvement within the organization. Continual improvement. As we step into Module 4, let's quickly revisit what we covered in our last session. Module 3 explored the critical processes of monitoring, measurement, analysis, and evaluation within an ISMS. We discussed the significance of performance, monitoring, and measurement, the role of internal auditing, and the strategic importance of the management review process. Now, in Module 4, we will focus on the concept of continual improvement and how it forms the backbone of a dynamic ISMS. Non-conformities and corrective actions. In the pursuit of excellence, it's inevitable that organizations may encounter non-conformities, instances where the ISMS doesn't meet its intended requirements. Non-conformities are not failures, but opportunities for improvement. Identifying and addressing non-conformities through a systematic corrective action process is fundamental to the continual improvement ethos of ISO 27001. The corrective action process involves investigating the root cause of non-conformities, implementing corrective actions to address the root cause, and monitoring the effectiveness of those actions. By embracing a proactive and systematic approach to corrective actions, organizations not only resolve immediate issues, but also strengthen the resilience of the ISMS, continual improvement process. Continual improvement is not a one-time event. It's a mindset embedded in the DNA of successful organizations. The continual improvement process, aligned with the PDCA cycle, is the engine that drives ongoing enhancement to the ISMS. It involves regularly assessing the performance of the ISMS, identifying opportunities for improvement, and implementing actions to enhance its effectiveness. Encouraging a culture of continual improvement involves fostering openness to change, learning from experiences, both success and challenges, and integrating improvement activities into day-to-day operations. This approach ensures that the ISMS remains agile, adaptive, and capable of evolving in response to emerging threats and organizational changes. Becoming an ISO 27001 lead auditor. As we transition into our final module, let's reflect on what we explored in Module 4. We delve into the crucial processes of managing non-conformities and the corrective action process, emphasizing how these contribute to the continual improvement ethos of ISO 27001. Now, In our fifth and concluding module, we shift our focus to the responsibilities and skills required to become an ISO 27001 lead auditor. Lead auditor responsibilities. The role of a lead auditor is multifaceted, requiring a combination of technical acumen, interpersonal skills, and a deep understanding of ISO 27001. Lead auditors are responsible for planning and conducting audits, interpreting the standards requirements, and providing valuable insights to help organizations enhance their information security practices. Key responsibilities include developing audit plans, ensuring impartiality and independence, conducting objective and thorough audits, and reporting findings and recommendations. Lead auditors also play a crucial role in contributing to continual improvement of the ISMS by identifying areas for enhancement during audits. Planning an ISO 27001 audit. Planning is a cornerstone of effective auditing. A well-structured audit plan ensures that the audit process is systematic, objective, and aligned with the organization's objectives. Planning involves defining the scope of the audit, determining audit criteria and objectives, and establishing the audit schedule and resources. During the planning phase, lead auditors carefully consider the organization's context, risks, and the scope of the ISMS. They identify the areas to be audited, select audit methods and techniques, and determine the necessary resources. This meticulous planning sets the stage for a successful and impactful audit process. Conducting an ISO 27001 audit. The audit itself is a dynamic process that requires adaptability and effective communication. Lead auditors employ various techniques, including interviews, document reviews, and observations to gather evidence and assess the implementation and effectiveness of the ISMS. The goal is not just to identify non-conformities but also to provide insights for improvement. Conducting an ISO 27001 audit involves interacting with personnel at all levels of the organization. Effective communication is key to building rapport and ensuring a collaborative audit process. It's not just about finding faults, it's about understanding the organization's unique context and providing constructive feedback that contributes to its success. Reporting and follow-up. The final stages of the audit involve reporting and follow-up. Lead auditors are responsible for preparing comprehensive and clear audit reports that communicate the findings, conclusions, and recommendations to relevant stakeholders. The report serves as a crucial document that informs decision-making and contributes to the continual improvement of the ISMS. Follow-up activities involves verifying the implementation and effectiveness of corrective actions identified during the audit. It's about closing the loop and ensuring that the organization addresses identified non-conformities and leverages the audit findings for ongoing improvement. Lead auditors play a pivotal role in guiding organizations through this process. Congratulations, we have reached the culmination of our ISO 27001 Lead Auditor Training Program, and I commend each one of you for your engagement, participation, and commitment to mastering the intricacies of information security management. Over the course of our training, we have delved into the key principles of ISO 27001, navigated through the planning and implementation of an ISMS, explored the vital processes of monitoring and continual improvement, and discussed the responsibilities of becoming an ISO 27001 lead auditor. As we conclude, I want to emphasize the significance of your role in ensuring the robustness of information security within your organization. Being a lead auditor is not just a job, it's a commitment to upholding the highest standards of information security and contributing to the resilience of your organization in the face of evolving threats. Key takeaways from our training include the importance of a risk-based approach, the role of leadership in information security governance, the value of continual improvement, and the practical aspects of planning and conducting audits. You have gained insights into not only the theoretical foundations of ISO 27001, but also the practical application of these principles in real-world scenarios. As you return to your respective roles, I encourage you to apply the knowledge and skills you have acquired. Whether you are leading audits, contributing to the continual improvement of your organization's ISMS, or championing information security at various levels, your role is pivotal in shaping a secure and resilient future. Remember, ISO 27001 is not a static standard. It's a dynamic framework that evolves with the ever-changing landscape of information security. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and continue to foster a culture of continual improvement within your organizations. As a community of information security professionals, your collaboration and knowledge sharing will be instrumental in addressing emerging challenges and ensuring the effectiveness of ISO 27001 in the years to come. I encourage you to stay connected, exchange experiences, and contribute to the broader discourse on information security best practices. Once again, thank you for your active participation in this training program. I wish you all success in your roles as ISO 27001 lead auditors and advocates for information security. Safe journey back to your workplaces, and may you continue to thrive in securing the digital landscapes of your organizations.